How's it going, guys? We're back at it again with another video. This one I'm actually recording after the trade. There's really only one reason why. I'm new to making YouTube videos again, so I forgot to press record when I started trading this morning. That's the honest truth. And then by the time I realized, I was already like in the middle of the trade and I had been in it for a while. I got in this trade at I got in right here at like 8:55 a.m. I bought 150 shares. I got filled at $7 and let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you exactly. Okay. So actually I lied. I got in this trade at $8. I got in this trade at 8:45 a.m. I got filled at $7.30. I bought more shares at 8:53. And then the price dropped on me dramatically if you look. So it's going to see. So by 8:53, I had a decent size position. I'm up here. I'm like, all right, probably should have bought more. Not too worried about it. I thought it was going to pull back to 698. But I'm like, maybe it won't. It has good news. There's a lot of people shorting this stock. It meets all the criteria I like. It's close to VWAP. So I'm like, I'm like 730 and 693. Not a huge difference in price. How I trade is not a huge difference to me. I'm like, I'm willing to let it go down there. If it does go down there, I'm gonna buy another. I'm gonna double my position. So it ends up going down there. I was like, oh, okay. It actually ends up going up more. And I tried to buy a larger position up here at like 760, looking for the break of 8. It wouldn't feel, so it ends up dropping. I'm happy it didn't. It ends up dropping back down, all the way down here to about 630. I was going to double my position down here. I looked at it. I was pretty confident in this trade. It met all my criteria, but I didn't want to like lock in too much and like set a bias where I didn't believe that I could be wrong. So I gave it a little bit of time, checked all the levels, rechecked everything. And then I doubled my position at 917, and I lowered my average price to about $7. So then the market opens. Actually, it holds it. It ends up pushing up more. Boom. I get more shares at 917. It starts pushing up. Let's change this to a 1 minute for you guys can see it a little bit better. So it drops super low, starts pushing up 917, gets a good push. Nice push here, right here. At one point I'm down a couple $100. Here I'm almost neutral because my entry is like $7 now. So I'm almost neutral. Here I'm up a couple $100, and then market opens, it pulls back. I'm not worried. I'm like, man, as long as it doesn't break this level of 642, 630-ish, and it comes down, hit 660. I was like, okay, cool. Not really that worried. It was only there for a few seconds. Next thing you know, huge push up from 675 all the way up to 750. Now I'm up 50 cents a share. It halts here. So this is where I made a mistake at. I thought this stock was going to go up higher, and it did go up higher like I thought it was. There was a lot of people shorting it. We had great volume. If you look over here to the left, currently it's doing 18 million volume. The most it's ever done is like 14 million. So, and it's only 10 a.m. Honestly, I think the stock's going to go up some more. It has potential to hit $9. Will it? Maybe. Happy with my profit. Not going harsh on it. Let me look at this really quickly. What is this? I already read this. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Has potential to go up more. Not gonna harsh on it if it does. Happy with my profit. So pushes up here, halts. This is where I can get better. After the loss yesterday, I went and studied what I did wrong. I consider SMX to be that's the stock I traded yesterday. I consider that to be a slope trade. which I get burnt on every time. So I found a way to identify those better. I don't think it's 100% accurate yet. I need to work on identifying them some more. But somebody's bought a lot of shares at 875. I wonder if they were short. We'll see. Okay, I feel like they're shorting. But let's get back to it. So I found a way to identify slope trades a little bit better, and then I met criteria. I use TraderView to look at the trades I do the best on, and just focus on those, and then the trades I do the worst on, and just I literally wrote down about 8 characteristics of each. So when slope trades or stocks have the 8 negative characteristics, I'm going to avoid those. I'm going to turn the computer off, take the day off. What I realized is the best way to make money in the stock market is to not lose money. Sounds like basic or common sense, right? But I had a great day on Monday. Then I turn around and give back a decent amount of profit on Tuesday. And then today I made back everything I lost yesterday plus some. But this week would be so much better if Tuesday never happened. Hindsight, you can always learn from your losses. So I definitely learned a valuable lesson from the loss yesterday on SMX. And I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen again, because we can't predict the market, or I can't tell you exactly what the market's gonna do. But I'm gonna try to eliminate those type of trades as much as possible. So I'll have more no trade days, which I believe will lead to a larger profit at the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, overall as a whole. What else? Let me just break down one other thing. So this was like the number 4 leading gap. PLCE was the number 4 leading gapper when I turned the computer on today, but it was the only one that made sense. All the other ones were like 90 cents, $1, super low volume, and it had a news catalyst saying that they made money and a whole bunch of other things. You can go read the news yourself. But let me show you one thing I found. This was pretty cool. I think it helped me out a lot. So when I was in this trade, I have 3 screens. I have a 15-minute screen, I have a 5-minute screen, and then I have a 1-minute screen when I'm trading. The 5-minute is usually what helps me determine my levels. Well, all of them help me determine my levels, but the 5-minute is where I narrow in the most at, like support and resistance. And then the 1-minute helps me determine entries at a better, like actual, when I'm gonna press the button and buy it right here, right now. So what I like to do, the best way to predict what a stock will do is to look at what it's done in the past. So I looked at the last day the stock had a good day. Let me change this. It was April 17th. So let's go back to the April 17th. You can look at this on a whatever type of chart you want to. I looked at it on a 30-minute. I looked at it on a 1 hour, 30-minute, and a 5-minute. Call it overkill if you want, but it worked. So let's look at this. Oh, this is not the right month. I need to go back another month. This is cool. Give me a couple seconds. There we go. Perfect. So actually, I need to go back another day. Sorry. All right. Perfect. Let me get rid of all these levels for you guys. Drawings, remove, clear draw set. Perfect. So, I'm not gonna mess up my chart. I was going to pull another 5. I was gonna pull a 5-minute up from today. That way I can put them side by side. I'm not gonna do that because then I gotta fix it later, and I don't want to do that. But stock pops up at 8 a.m. Same thing happens today. Pops up at 8 a.m. Squeezes up, drops down. The drop today was a little more gradual, but the same thing happened. And I'm really just looking at these time periods and what the wicks are doing. Like, does this stock have a history of hard or jackknife pullbacks? Which this one, it does. These are huge wicks, but it seems to be recovering these levels pretty easily. And it usually stays close-ish to VWAP. Like this move, I expect this drop happens. After huge moves like this, people are unloading their shares drastically. Usually around here is what you want to look at when you're determining if it's something for you or not. So it looks like 950. This is where I'm green right here today. I'm at about 850. I'm green, about to load some more shares. It didn't feel, luckily, but then I'm like, and then it drops down. 910 by 910 is all the way down here. So I'm like, let me go look at the past. And I see this drop at 910, and then it recovers by 920, 930. It's making new highs and higher highs and things like that. So I'm like, all right, I don't need to, I'm not worried. This is what gave me the confidence to buy or double my position at the bottom or close to the bottom. I still waited for a little confirmation because it's better safe than sorry. So this is what gave me the confidence to double it. Stock opens, drops, but I see there's there's about, give me 1 second. So somebody comes in and buys roughly like 138,000 shares, and they push the market back up. Like it pushes the market back up or the stock back up. Like I ain't gonna say single-handedly, but it pushes it. I feel like a lot of people were covering their shorts. The market opens like, oh, we got to cover this. It's already up 50, 30%. Why would you give it a chance to go up over 100%, which is what it did? So I'm like, people are covering, be patient. And then let me look. What does the 930 look like today? The 930 actually today on the 1 minute, I'll show you. So you see this large wick on the 9. This is 935. Where's 930? So this is actually a drop, couple big wicks, and then ends up pushing higher. So let's go look at the today. Boom. What happens? Pushes up 830, pulls back around the same time. 855, 9 is just pulling back. Next thing you know, pushing higher, new highs. Almost the exact same thing. I'm a little shocked that this stock did not, if you look down here at the RSI, it did not get overbought or oversold, even though it did get halted, which is a little surprising to me, which is why I think there's still room for it to go up some more, because it hasn't even really broken all the way out. Like, this is a great move, but I think it can go even higher. And I think it will, because there's still people shorting this stock, but there's not a ton of shares available. So maybe they got out fast enough and they were able to get out, but we will see. I would be looking out for like $9 if I hadn't already traded this earlier. I don't sell. So I'll tell you just one more thing. So I could have waited a little bit longer and got the level that I wanted. That would have lowered my entry price to like closer from $7 to like $6.40, $6.50, $6.80 would have been better than $7. That's not too worried about that because I was comfortable with the levels I was at. Wasn't really too nervous. I understood what this stock could do. I could have did more research before I got in. I will in the future. Perfectly fine. Happy with the trade. The thing I am not happy with what I did is after the halt, I set a sell order and it got filled like 20 or 30 cents lower than what the halt came back at. That I am not happy at. So what I need to do is I need to set limit orders during halts. And like where I think it'll come back and set a limit order because it halted right here. It came back at like 765. I think I sold at I sold a few hundred shares at 740, which is not what I wanted at all. That's 25 cents that I lost for nothing. So I will start setting limit orders for those, and I think that'll make a huge change. That'll make a huge change over the course of one trade, but over the course of many trades, that's gonna add thousands of dollars. Overall, I get this trade a B just because I could have waited more on the level I wanted. Sold too early, but I identified a good stock, stayed composed, and look at it now, squeezing up some more. Stayed composed, identified a good stock, took my profit, didn't overtrade, didn't overstay my welcome, and it's a green day. Made back everything I lost yesterday, and so far we're doing well this week. 2 more trading days. We'll try to execute those perfectly or as well as we can, and then we're out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you have any concerns or anything, or if you have any comments, if this channel helps at all, please like, share, tell a friend. Trying to grow it This will become one of the best trading pages ever. I'm sure of it. Not even a doubt in my mind. Might as well help on the wave early. Cool. I'm out.